Okay, so maybe you guys can give me a better idea of it for those people that know, but it's the stuff on the dark web. I call it data sources, um, and it's similar to something called OCBC. And these are like data sources and people that know how to connect to parts of the earth or what you consider the earth. And these are like big major stations where they have a lot of technical equipment, like a technical hole essentially is what it is. And the military and people like that know of these different nest holes where like people just may have like $1 million worth of computer equipment and like several different basements that are connected in a hole. And it's a way that you can connect to the internet if you got enough equipment and begin to control the RS feeds and the stuff that you advertisements and things of that nature on the internet, depending on how much finance and equipment and money that you have and things like that. But what I'm more so speaking of on YouTube, these people they can essentially, and there's groups, of course, there are high level NSA groups and different groups out there that do this. But just about anybody with some equipment, a little bit of technical knowledge can do it. They can connect in through the portal and kind of like going through various people's home pages, whether they're surfing the internet through different phone providers, whether it's a cell phone provider like say AT&T, or whether it's a home service provider such as like maybe Verizon Wireless or Spectrum or something like that. They can come in, or Comcast, or just different ones. So they can come in essentially and suggest and add information on your feed. And I'm pointing this out because I do a lot of conversing and getting information from these particular entities. And I want to go ahead and point out tonight that it's something very important going on. I'm going to be doing a lot of exchanging and teaching through this source because I have a way, even though it's through my little cell phone, to be able to connect through people's feeds and things of that nature as well through this same source. It's called OCBC is what I call it. It's a source, but some people connect a different kind of way, and they're able to connect through what's called this. Essentially, it's like a portal or a hole. So, like for instance, if you were working for a news station, essentially that news station, they work out of a hole. So when I'm speaking of a hole, this is kind of what I'm speaking of. So everybody that works for that news station works out of a hole with a bunch of computers and data sources and things of that nature. These are the type of people that I get information from. And I'm saying this is very important because I'm going to start to offer information eventually about what happened to me today based upon connecting with some people out of this hole. I got some top flight information to give, and it's worth a lot of money to the point where you guys know I Visa money, and it put a hole on me being able to talk about the fountain of youth and the aging process and things of that nature because they Visa me so much money out today to begin this process. So some people are like, what the hell are you talking about? Just follow me. I'll do more explaining. This is going to connect to the moon. You know, you have craters on the moon with your holes. Same thing. These craters once, from my research, connected to the Earth because this moon that we see was once connected to the Earth. There's various moons, but the one that most of us see is connected to the Earth. So these craters at once connected to these same holes, and a lot of these news stations chose to be built in these strategic areas long before. So you may have like NBC, they may have a station in your city, or CBS, or the major one, CNN or whatever, maybe close to you. I don't know what's close to you, but no matter what it is, they exist out of a hole, period. And I'm telling you secrets about the media, of course, because there's a reason why I'm going to go into this, because this is going to lead to a lot of information financially, it'll be worth a lot, but it's going to lead to a lot of awakenings on a spiritual level to help people to understand what's going on in these holes. And when I speak about the dark web and some of the high level conspiracies that go on in the information, this is where it's coming from. When I speak about the trading and sports and the secret trading and stuff like that may be going on, this is where it's coming from. This is the hole that we're talking about. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there. I'll be going into more of it tonight. If you're privy to this, you have a way to connect through my YouTube channel to be able to suggest, this for my top level celebrity friends and stuff like that, and able to come up on the feed, come holler at me. I'm gonna be answering questions every hour, all night. That's what I do. So, like, to me, it's like party line through connecting with various people in their holes. So you may work for the news, you may be a celebrity, whatever the case may be. Holla at me tonight. I'm doing question and answer on just about any topic through Morse code. You know how we do. Namaste.